Again, do you see urethane? I see urethane.
Well, it's not a surprise.
I hate urethane.
But, Dave, most of your success in your younger bowling days was done with urethane.
That's back when it mattered.
Ah.
That's back when you had to make a shot.
All right, well,
When you averaged 215, man, you were like the man.
here's my I'm asking for your semi-professional opinion then. Do you think players go to urethane more than they should sometimes during these PBA tournaments?
I think a lot of it has to do with the oil placement on the lane. I think that the game today has changed dramatically. The game today has gone from a shot maker's game to how much you can put on the ball. And I firmly believe that. I am one that I could not hump in front of that ball return and loft the gutter cap. There is no way. My body can't take that at 45. I couldn't do it. And for me to compete on some of these conditions, you have to do that. Well, that's not bowling. That's a carnival game. Lofting the gutter, lofting it out past the arrows, lofting it over the second arrow on the left side, over the arrows, from sliding into lane, we're on 17 and 18 with this match, sliding in the gutter on lane 16, lofting it over the second arrow out to the center of the lane is a carnival game. That's not bowling. Bowling is 39 boards on both, 39 boards across and 6 boards on the gutter. That's your marks to use, not sliding in other people's lanes and lofting gutter caps. If I wanted to play a carnival game, I would go to the state fair.
Brian Manini had a bye as the number 8 seed.
But it's nice to see shots like the Cheetah come out. You can play a different part of the lane. You have to play a little bit farther out. That's good to see. I mean, like I said, I get tired of, having to go in deep and loft and throw it hard. It's not fun. That's not fun anymore. The bowling balls are too aggressive. Us as proprietors can barely keeping enough oil on the lanes because your average league bowler, God love them because they're definitely what keep you going. Your average league bowler, the only thing that they want is they want the ball to hook. That's what they want. And that's what I tell my pro shop operator now. I go in, hey, Brian, I want it to hook. That's what I want. Plain and simple. But the more we let the ball hook, the more difficult it is to our lane surface. And it's very difficult to keep up with.
Well, and I think a misconception a lot of people think about with synthetic lanes and how hard the surface is compared to wood is you can't damage the synthetic lane. It doesn't get worn out. It doesn't get wear and tear like wood lanes do.
Oh, absolutely it does. Oh my God. You could go out to any house, any synthetic house after league play. Go out and take a look from 45 feet back. You can see exactly where the ball is. The track area that the balls have created all night long. It looks just like a wood lane. And I'm sorry, regardless of whether you put conditioner, finish on it, buff it, clean it, whatever, you're going to wear out a certain section of the lane. It's just like walking on carpet. There are parts of the carpet that get a lot more worn and a lot more action than other parts of your carpet, just like walking into your house. There's a path right down the middle of the hallway, right? That's your track area.
Yep.
So guess what? The same thing happens to lanes. And I've got one center that my lanes are 24 years old. My synthetics are 24 years old. And we put down a completely different look from left to right because the left side's completely worn out, and the right side, they put too much oil on for so many years, so I can't even get the ball to hook. So there is a tremendous amount of difference between surface. So anybody who tells you that you can't damage a synthetic lane or you can't wear a certain part of the lane out, they're lying to you. And any of these companies out there that say they've got the technology and the oil conditioner and the stripper and all that stuff to protect it, no, they don't. You cannot stop friction. Friction is life. Motion and energy equals friction.
Yes.
I can curtail it, but I can't prevent it.
That's our first segment of Bowling Science with Dr. Dave Small. Stay tuned for our next segment coming up in the round of 8 as our 4 players advancing out of this round will take on the players who qualified first through 4th in a 3-game total pin match.
I'm never going to be invited back on here, am I?
Oh, it was very scientific and educational there, Dave. I mean, a lot of people don't know. There's a lot of casual fans of the sport that don't realize what technology goes into it nowadays. And it's not just the bowling balls and the pins, it's the lane surface and everything else. And as you said, combating friction as a proprietor, because wear and tear in your lanes, those panels have to come out and be replaced if they're too worn and too beat up. And how much does that cost the proprietor? There you go.
Exactly. And I mean, you can actually, if you carefully look at these lanes, you can actually look between the second and third arrow and see that they are slightly darker. Slightly darker, which shows that there is friction, wear, and tear. We have that on these lanes. But I'm off my soapbox.